Venezuela is trying to use the blockchain to help its citizens. A new crypto-based community is born, and new American governors are all about crypto. Let's start the show. Crypto Global News, I'm Edward. Got a lot to cover in today's episode, but before we get into what's happening in the wonderful world of cryptocurrency, I want to send a shout out to today's show sponsor, which is ICO Squared. ICO Squared is an algorithmic-based ICO rating system that is looking to pave the way for the future of how ICOs are rated. For all of the details on ICOs that you want to know more about, check out ICO Squared. In our first story tonight, we've got to head back to May of 2017, where a college student based in the USA invested $5,000 in Ethereum when it was sitting at only about $50. Shortly thereafter, Ethereum skyrocketed from $50 to over $1,200 at its peak in the crypto market, which had a valuation at the time of $800 billion. With a base return of 25-fold, having made over $125,000 in Ethereum, the individual invested in a few digital assets and initial coin offering projects, and by the end of December of 2017, the portfolio of the investor had reached $880,000 in wealth. It sounds very exciting, but now this student is facing a tax liability of around $400,000 US. Seeing as one of the great appeals of cryptocurrency is that it's supposed to be off the grid, one has to wonder how a tax bill like this will affect people who want to invest in cryptocurrency in the years to come. Next up, we're looking at a project called GoodDollar, which has to do with universal basic income, which is an idea that's been explored by blockchain enthusiasts and technologists for some years now. With ongoing developments in the world of artificial intelligence, this has hastened the concerns for displaced workers. There have been several UBI experiments that have been conducted or at least ongoing with varying results depending on the experiment. The concept of universal basic income is simple. Everyone in a given group is given a guaranteed subsidy with no strings attached. People are free to work or pursue entrepreneurial goals. El Toro co-founder and CEO Yoni Asaya today announced the launch of GoodDollar, a blockchain-powered, non-speculative crypto project which is geared towards a global distribution on the principles of universal basic income. How will this affect the world of blockchain, and will this take us one step closer as a civilization to a UBI?
Navigating the world of ICOs can be a daunting task. Not anymore. I present to you ICO Squared. No advisors, no scammy experts. Take a look into the future of algorithmic ICO ratings. ICO Squared.
The Venezuelan government has recently launched a Petro savings plan that allows the country's citizens to put their money into the oil-backed cryptocurrency and save by means of a certificate, according to a local news outlet, Telesur. The savings plan is part of the comprehensive national crypto asset plan and will in its initial phase make available 4 million petros, equivalent to 14,400 million sovereign bolivars, the country's fiat currency. The amount equals $240 million. The savings plan is set to be available on an online platform called the Plataforma Patria, which is reportedly accessible to 18 million Venezuelans with an identity card. To take advantage of the savings plan, Venezuelans will have to invest in sovereign bolivars. With the Venezuelan economy in the toilet, one has to wonder and hope that crypto can in some way, shape, or form help the good people in Venezuela. A cryptocurrency millionaire has spent $400 million on a large plot of land in the Nevada desert with the intention of building a utopian community based on blockchain technology. The 27,000-hectare site in Story County outside of Reno has been purchased by Jeffrey Burns, a lawyer and also a new cryptocurrency millionaire, who has announced plans for an experimental community with decentralized blockchain infrastructure. Jeffrey is picturing a new city spread over about 260 square kilometers where houses, schools, commercial districts, and production studios are to be built. The centerpiece of this giant project will be the blockchain, with real-world laboratories and research helping to push the boundaries of the fledgling technology. With a whole community centered around the use of blockchain, one have to wonder, if successful, will this be the beginning of a new trend worldwide? And in our final story for today's episode, we're looking at what everyone in the world is talking about, which is the recent elections in the United States of America. Crypto-friendly lawmakers have secured governorships in 3 states while maintaining governorships in 2 others. 3 new governors and 2 incumbents are ranked as very crypto-friendly, according to data compiled by the Digital Asset Trade Association. The organization sent surveys to most gubernatorial candidates, rating their blockchain friendliness based on their responses. These new governors include Jared Polis from Colorado and Gavin Newsom from California, both of whom have been vocal supporters of both cryptocurrencies and blockchain more broadly. Now, Mark Gordon won his election in Wyoming, already an increasingly blockchain-friendly state, while Gina Raimondo and Greg Abbott won re-election in Rhode Island and Texas, respectively. One has to wonder, with more people in the halls of power being crypto-friendly, how will this affect the future of cryptocurrency in the USA and globally in the years to come? Many thanks for tuning into today's show, ladies and gentlemen, and another shout out to today's show sponsor, ICO Squared. For Crypto Global News, I'm Edward. Until next time, you take care.